This is Primley, a nature reserve open to the public since 1994, but that hasn't always been the case. The area was once the old estate grounds for Primley House, the home of Paignton Zoo's founder, Herbert Whitley. Primley is a natural sanctuary in the otherwise built-up area of Paignton, but more than that, it is a visual swath of green seen from wide and far. Local nature reserves like this are vitally important to nature, and whilst Primley lacks the rare species of some other protected sites, it is a place where common things get to be common. It offers both open south-facing grasslands and the shelter of the trees in the woods. Sadly, the biggest challenge in managing Primley is encouraging visitors to respect and protect its beauty. Whilst most visitors are, litter and dog mess can still sometimes be found not far from or on the paths. The most damaging issue though is that some visitors have lit fires, causing significant damage to vulnerable ecosystems. From a natural perspective, climate change and tree disease are significant challenges, which only continue to grow, so it's vital for us to obtain better understanding of the wider issues and the preventative measures. Ash dieback is a disease faced by many throughout the UK, and this disease affects the lifespan of ash trees. As a result, in the future, there will need to be a wide-scale felling of diseased trees for the safety of our visitors. As well as an oasis for local residents to explore, Primley is also a haven for many native species. In terms of wildlife, obviously the plants and trees are the easiest to spot, because they don't run away. There are some really nice trees in Primley, including fruit trees. The orchard was planted in the winter of 2016 to 17 and is a mix of heritage eating apples and some pears and plums. The flowering plant diversity is increasing too as the management work in the meadow improves conditions. The meadow is seeded with yellow rattle, a semi-parasitic plant that reduces the vigor of grasses, allowing some of the less competitive plants to get some space and light. Yellow rattle is an annual plant, so it grows, flowers, sets seed and dies over the spring and summer, with the seed waiting for the next season to begin the cycle again. It is also a very attractive little plant, with yellow flowers, and the name rattle comes from the seed pods that once dry, rattle with the seeds inside before they fall out and are spread around the habitat. You can also see the county flower of Devon, the primrose, an early floral herald of spring. You'll see bluebells and wild garlic, the leaves of which can be seen earlier in the year, but the flowers generally appear in April, although the timing can be different year to year depending on the climate. There are some really interesting invertebrates to be found too. How about seeing how many different butterflies you can see? Can you find the elusive but massive great green bush cricket in the late summer? As for birds, there are usually a pair of buzzards floating around in the sky above the park. And there's also the great spotted woodpecker, so see if you can spot a hole in an old tree that they have excavated for a nest. And there's plenty more to be seen. You just have to get out there and look.